everyone. We are back again with our exclusive podcast series, SAMVAD, a joint program by Informa Markets and SVAR Media, the voice of jewelers. Before we proceed further, I want to take this opportunity to invite all the buyers and wholesalers of our gems and jewelry industry to visit the upcoming show, HJS 2023 by Informa Markets, scheduled from 9th to 11th of June 2023 at Hyderabad, where the leading jewelry brands will be showcasing their finest selections. Manepally Jewellers Private Limited, a trusted name of over 5 generations from the historic city of Hyderabad. Manepally Jewellers is one name that has been flag bearer of quality and traditions with utmost focus on customer satisfaction. Please welcome Mr. Manepally Gopi Krishna, Managing Director of Manepally Jewellers Private Limited. Hello, Gopiji. We welcome you today at the Samvad podcast series, a joint program by Informa Markets and Swear the Voice of Jewelers. How are you doing today?
Welcome, sir. Fantastic. How about you?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much for asking. Gopiji, as I mentioned before, your brand is really historic, having a rich legacy of 131 year plus of successful years by the brand. Can you provide us an overview about the Manepally Jewellers and its unique offerings?
Yeah, why not? Sure. Manepally Jewellers, you see our tagline since 1890.
Mhm.
Manepally Jewellers has been established by Manepally Muccialo in 1980. So it's one of the oldest firm in Hyderabad. And these many years, this is the fourth generation where we are doing it. So we are very happy to be a part of Hyderabad and the tradition of South. So we have a customers who's coming from generations together. So we cater, and what the specialty of Manipali for staying for these long time as a favorite jeweler for Hyderabad is the collection and the variety and the local flavor and the taste of the clients. So we almost cater major of our business, 90% is a wedding business. We cater all kind of wedding jewelry, especially of handmade creative jewelry. You see a bunch of jewelers, you go to any street, you see in any number of stores. But what specialty about Manipali? In our store, we have the major jewelry manufactured by Manipali and specially designed by Manipali for South Indian collection. The variety of the jewelry, what the clients prefer to buy in South, what the clients wanted to buy in South. That is something which important where we cater. It's not the ready-made a Kerala jewelry or a regular kind of we cater.
Mhm.
And one more USP of Manipali is custom-made jewelry. It's not that something you see, you pick up the same. In case you wanted it in a heavier weight or lighter weight with little change of a design or any of your ideas, we welcome, we custom made the jewelry for them. So that has been our USP and to stay strong for long many years.
Right. So, what drives the brand? Like, what is the mission and the values that the brand carry, which made this brand so successful over the years?
Yeah. So for every success, it's always the support of the entire team. So Manepally has an excellent Manepally team. Team has almost a workforce of 500 employees in the company today. So behind all the success, and one thing is there. What do a client wants? A value for money for the product. He wants a quality product with a beautifully designed in a very competitive price. So
Yeah.
we try to match all the things client want. So today we are among so many of corporate jewelers are there. So, but Manipal is always ahead, giving him the best to the clients is maybe the price aspects or the collection aspects, service aspect, which is something very much important. I
Right.
think even the service is something very much important in our sector. So where customer gets a proper service, customer never wants to leave their company. So that should be great.
Right. Now, could you share any interesting stories or anecdotes about your history and the growth of Manapali Jewellers?
Yeah, yeah. See, growth is always there. In any of a sector, there should be an updation.
Mm-hmm.
So your update may be form of technology, it may be form of collections. As we see now, the shows are coming out for Hyderabad, and many shows are happening. So these kind of shows are kind of boost to our industry, not just selling the products. He should understand what's new in the market. It may be in the manufacturing form, it may be in the collection form or the design. So what's new happening? To know what's new happening, I think the shows are the only easy platform for people to understand upon that. And always keep your things in update. So Manepally is always adopting the latest technology in the part of manufacturing, or even have a special R&D team to know what are the collections customer needed. So this helps us to take the drive without any kind of a breaks. So always keeping you update, knowing what's happening in the market is very much important for the jeweler.
Absolutely. And what is your design philosophy? Since you have, mentioned that, right from the design and the concept thing, it's all in-house, which has been taken care by Manapali. So what is the philosophy that drives the brand? And how do you ensure that how your pieces are distinct and captivating?
That's true. That's a very nice question. Every piece of jewelry is not just a value piece of gold. Every piece of jewelry has a memory. And especially in India, it may be a birthday or it may be a marriage or any kind of an anniversary occasion. They freeze the memory with the jewelry. So every jewelry has a memory. So that's the way the customer point of view for the jewelry. So it's not just a value. The product kind of a finish and the product design is something important. So we always maintain a flavor of tradition. So that is very much important. So we give a flavor of tradition with a modern design and a modern technology of workmanship. So that's a kind of a fusion concept, so which customer accepts it very easily. So what do they want? They wanted a traditional kind of jewelry designed with the latest technology, with the latest concept and the finish. That's what the customer wants. As you see, the South, the tradition of Hyderabad, you call it as Gottapusulu, if you know it out. The traditional
Yeah.
jewelry
Yeah.
started with natural emeralds and uncut, and the famous Hyderabadi pearls, the Basra pearls, where the Hyderabad is famous. So every royal family in Hyderabad has a piece of Gottapusulu with them. That's a tradition they continue. So in this, we come down with the new and latest creation, the workmanship. And you also know, in India, we have different states, and every state has a tradition of jewelry. So when we have different kind of a culture, so when we give something a fusion concept to a client with a different, because India we have many options, many kind of workmanships are there. Every state has a kind of a tradition to that. So we make a fusion of north and south together, a mix of Kundan with the pearl combination, Lakshmi Naka work with the Kundan combination. These things where the market get accepted very easily, and customer always finds it wow. And always I suggest and I prefer to have a tradition flavor touch with all the jewelry.
Right. Gopiji, since we are also exploring, there are new set of buyers in the market, the young buyers who have a very distinct taste of modern styling. How do you cope up with those sort of
Yeah.
demand that is arising?
So one thing, your path should be clear. What is your business way? What is your target? You're catering the clients of teenagers. If you're catering the clients of teenagers for casual wear, your style of working is different. When you want to cater the wedding needs of the clients, the way of your working is different. So it's to have first a clear idea what is your target of way to move on. And because nowadays we see a lot of stylish jewelry, Italian rose gold, Turkey, white gold jewelry, a lot of 18 karat fancy jewelry is also into market, which is going on in a good way. That also a parallel way where we maintain a separate counter in Manipali for the teenagers. And that's all 18 karat Italian rose gold and white gold jewelry. It has a good business for the casual also, but the major volume of a business comes from the weddings.
Right. Okay. Now, if you could create a piece of jewelry for a famous celebrity, what would that be, and what kind of design would you
Yeah.
choose?
That's what I said you earlier. Every piece is not just the value of gold; it has a creativeness. That's important. If we, for example, we create a kind of a piece for a dancer who is a celebrity where has a talent of a great dancer. So we try to show the kind of a dancing figure or any kind of god and goddesses with the dancing style, with exclusive hand craftsmanship, with the natural rubies, emeralds, and diamonds to make it more attractive and warm. So it passes on a message. When you see the product, it's not just the workmanship and the value, even it should give you a kind of a message. So that way you keep the mind and design the jewelry. I think for sure everybody are going to love the piece.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
if you could time travel to any era in the history and bring back a piece of jewelry, which era would
Okay.
that be, and what is the jewelry all about? If you can explain.
It's not just getting it or picking it up. For sure, I say if I get a chance, for sure, I want to use and utilize the time period to see the Kohinoor. It's not just getting it to see it. That's the way it's going to be. And there
Absolutely.
are many other things that.
Absolutely.
Yes, please.
Very right pick you have. All right. Now, also again, if money is not an object, what would you do all the day?
See, I have a very disciplined lifestyle. So I have a very much timings for everything. So because it's always you have to balance both the path in the life. It's not just a business and family together. So your
Mhm.
discipline makes things to go in a very easier way. So that's what I suggest everybody to follow it. So I work to 12 to 6, 6 hours a day. So I schedule everything to happens in that 6 hours. And the rest of the time I do it for my family.
Great, great. Now, is there anything that you would like our listeners to know more about your brand and why they should choose Manapali?
Why not? For sure. A lot of new generations are in and out. Now we're seeing a lot of market is growing and a lot of jewelers are there in the market. Now even the jewelry stores are competing like a grocery stores. We can
Mhm.
say that every two-tier city or three-tier city or any city you find a bunch of jewelers doing it. See, I'll tell you, it's buying a jewelry, just make sure you're getting a quality part. The quality part is very much clear nowadays because of the hallmarking HUID. It makes the customer to know clearly whether they're buying it 22 carat or they're buying 18 carat or buying 14 carat. So
True.
something is much you always prefer with the hallmarking. And next thing, what the product you're buying it for. You're buying a luxury kind. It's a different, you know it and you buy it. It's a luxury and you have to buy it for value for money. Know the things to buy it for value for money, and I can say Manipal is a one-stop store for all your value for money jewelry as well as for luxury jewelry. And the beauty of Manipali is whenever anyone has an occasion, it may be a marriage anniversary or wedding or a reception or any birthday or any kind of grand celebrations, they need a lot of designs and the collections. I can assure them Manipali will be a one-stop store for all the requirements. We cater right from a small earrings, a small nose pin to botanums and exclusive wedding diamond jewelry also in one platform. So I request everyone to come down and have the visit and look at our exclusive collections. And now we are there in all part of Hyderabad with the 6 superstores where every store has the unique collections and weddings.
Great, great, Mr. Gopi. Now we have reached to a very rapid fire session where you have to
Okay.
be very quick about it. I'll just give you one word to
Okay.
choose from. So, if
Okay.
there's an option of choosing between chai and a coffee, what would you be taking?
100% chai.
All right. Breakfast or dinner?
Always breakfast.
All right. Mountain or beach?
Obviously beach.
All right. Travel or home?
Travel.
Great. Gold or diamond jewelry?
Gold.
Hollywood, Bollywood, or Tollywood?
We can say it to be Bollywood.
Bollywood, great. And is your glass a half full or half empty?
It's full.
Half full?
Yes.
Great. Well, with this, we come to an end of this interactive session. It was really nice talking to you today and knowing the brand Manepally better. We wish you all the success and we look forward to some exclusive and amazing collection from your brand. Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to Mr. Gopi Krishnan from Manepally Jewellers, Hyderabad. We'll be back soon with more such interesting conversation with young and dynamic personality of our gems and jewelry industry. I am Mit Sharma. Sign off. Take care. God bless.